Hello, my name is Riccardo. Thank you so much for having me in today. I appreciate this opportunity. A conflict that I dealt with was actually a very common conflict that's recurring at my current job, which is installing pools. And the pool systems, these things, they're not built very well. And these pumps that I have to install can last a day or they can last 20 years.
So you're telling me you're installing substandard pool equipment?
Exactly.
Okay.
And well, it's fortunately, these companies, obviously, they make it so a few parts fall apart, you buy the parts, you fix it, so they make more money.
Okay.
And the problem with this is when I install these pumps, 3-4 days later, they could just stop working. Now the client thinks it's my fault that I did a horrible job installing. They call the office, they're complaining about me, they're complaining that everything that happened was my fault, they want to be refunded, etc. So what I have to do is try to explain to them it's not my fault, which is very hard to do so. And the way that I go about dealing with this conflict is I spend hours on the phone with the company, Hayward, which is actually the pool pump company, and try my best to get the warranty or try my best to get that pump out and for them to send a new one. And Hayward, they get calls left and right.
Right.
And you would think they would make a better product, but they don't. So what I have to do is try my best to get a brand new product to reinstall, and so far I've been successful doing so. And what I learned from this conflict is things might never always go your way, so always make sure you are prepared for the worst. And being prepared for the worst would always teach you to handle conflicts by expecting them to happen anyways.
So your company doesn't sell the pools, it just installs the pool?
Well, we build gunite pools, so they're in-ground, so we actually build them, so it's all masonry work, but we also install all the pool equipment and the plumbing and the electrician.
So why not just sell better pumps?
Well, that depends on the client. We offer many pumps.
Array of pumps.
And the basic pump is which most of the clients get, which is, it works well when it is working, but they don't want to spend the extra $1,000 or extra few $100s on a new pump, so they have to end up dealing with that one, which is unfortunate.
All right.
I had to put my task aside and help assist another employee. Was actually at a restaurant that I worked at. I was a busser, and the runners weren't really doing their job. And being a busser, you're really a waiter's assistant, they call it. And the runners weren't really doing what they were supposed to do, and they were slacking off, joking around. And I had to take the job as a runner, which was fairly easy yet difficult for me to do.
So a runner brings the food from the kitchen to the table?
Yes. And the reason why it was easy for me to do was because every time I drop things into the kitchen, silverware, plates, when I'm walking out, it won't hurt me to bring out the food. But also the reason why it was a bad thing is when I'm coming out to drop the food, there's other people leaving from the tables, and I have to clean them 1, 2, 3 because a restaurant, it's constantly moving and there's no time to stop. And the reason why I was the one that decided to take on this task is the way a restaurant works, it's kind of a community the way everything runs. It's almost like an assembly line. When one person messes up, everything falls apart. So I didn't want it to fall apart and my boss to get mad, and I felt very passionately about me doing my job correct, and I wanted to not shine, but do what I had to do in order to make everything run smoothly. And that's what I did, and that's how I took on that task. And what I learned from this is to not only focus on yourself, but also see what's going around in your surroundings and kind of step off the comfort zone. Because in life, in any business setting, there could be times where you have to stop what you're doing to help out other individuals or take on other tasks. And being prepared is a very key thing. An accomplishment that happened within the past year that I'm very proud of is actually my acceptance to Fordham University. And the reason why that I'm very proud of it is because I came from a community college, and in high school my grades weren't the best. They were actually very below average, just because I really didn't take it serious as I should have. And throughout high school my goal was to get into Fordham, but not realizing the amount of hard work that needed to actually get the grades to get in. And being at a community college, it's kind of considered 13th grade, and I do agree with that. And yeah, it's harder than high school, but it required a lot of work, and a jump from a community college to a big school like Fordham is very significant. It's a very big jump, and it's a hard accomplishment in my eyes. And a lot of people actually put me down, saying that I wouldn't be able to do it. I should just look at other schools. And what ended up happening was I got a 4.0 at Westchester Community College, got a scholarship to Fordham, actually got accepted to Cornell, and many other schools as well. And to me, this is a very big accomplishment because this is one of the biggest stepping stones in my life that will prepare me for my future. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate this opportunity.